Hello everyone, welcome back to Plan B TV News. It is getting more interesting as the petition that was kicked against Bola Ahmed Tinubu kick off today. Nigeria should handle election petitions in 14 days before the inaugurations of the president. The drafter of the constitution did not envisage technological advancements like beavers and RLV when they allowed a maximum period of 6 months. All presidential election petitions should begin and end at the Supreme Court, Femi Falana-San said during Arise TV News election challenge. Details in the video.
The man who set up the panel, that's the Electoral Reform Panel, the late Yaradua, could not implement the provisions.
Yeah, but I'm wondering why it wasn't incorporated into the Electoral
all the
Act.
other regimes, successive regimes, have preferred to retain the status quo because they profit from it.
Right.
Yeah. That's it.
So
all the legislators
right.
also want to take advantage of the loopholes in the system to keep themselves in office.
Yeah. So basically, your assessment is that changes are required to electoral procedures, electoral functions, amendments to existing laws, and so on and so forth, as recommended by the Waste Panel.
No, we've gone beyond the Waste Panel.
Right.
We just have to embrace technology. The Waste Panel didn't think we're going to have beavers machines.
No, but I mean in terms of the time frame.
No, the time, what Waste Panel was pushing was that we should have enough time, let's say 6 months, conduct the elections 6 months before inauguration, so that all the petitions will have been concluded.
Yeah.
That was it. But now I am saying
that even at this the way it is now, you can speed the process up.
In this case, you conduct elections in February, right? If you embrace technology and make it work, we can conclude election petitions in 14 days or 21 days.
But what you're saying requires a constitutional amendment, or it doesn't?
For me, I think it requires... No, of course, it does require constitutional amendment. Because right now, the Constitution provides for 6 months. At the time that provision was entrenched in the Constitution, the drafters never thought we were going to go electronic. So if it is working in Kenya and some other African countries,
absolutely,
why can it not work in Nigeria?
Well, let me ask you to...
Unless, for instance, I'm talking of the presidential election.
Sure.
If you have gone electronic, you don't need to go to the Court of Appeal. Now, if you've gone electronic, you don't need to have governorship elections, right? You don't need to have 3 stages. Now, that is the only one. It's only the governorship election that will start from the Election Petition Tribunal to the Court of Appeal and the Supreme Court. All the others, 2 stages. So we need to also have a uniform electoral act that will capture the fears of Nigerians.
Well, the Labour Party presidential candidate Peter Obi was present at the presidential election pre-hearing trial today, March 8th.
My brother, I was just talking to you and said,
Well, the security has been beefed up at the Presidential Election Petition Tribunal at Abuja. Barry any last-minute changes, the Presidential Election Petition Court (PCEC) will today, May 18, commence hearing the petition challenging the declarations of the All Progressive Congress (APC) presidential candidate Bola Tinubu as the president-elect. Recall that on March 1st, the Independent National Electoral Commission (INEC) declared Bola Ahmed Tinubu the winner of the February 25th presidential election. These declarations has, however, been rejected by the two of the contending presidential candidates, Atiku Abubakar of the PDP and Peter Obi of the Labour Party. In separate petition, Obi and Atiku they ask the tribunal to grant order to annul the election or declare them the winner of the election poll. In a 66-page petition, Atiku urged the court to cancel the election and order a fresh election due to alleged irregularities. The February 25 poll in thousands of the polling units in the petition filed by his legal team led by Joe Carey, Gazama San, the former vice president argued that as of March 1st, when Tinubu was declared the winner of the election, the entire results and accreditations data from polling units had not been transmitted and uploaded by the INEC. On the other part, Peter Obi of the Labour Party in his petition argued that the election was characterized by various irregularities, citing also the alleged non-qualifications of Tinubu and his running mate Kashi Shettima to contest the election. He also alleged that Tinubu failed to win majority of lawful votes and also 1/4 of the lawful votes cast in the FCT. He equally alleged that the election was largely conducted without complying with the provision of the law.
The situation as the tribunal commenced sittings.
Well, good morning, Doctor. Well, of course, the tribunal, the long-awaited presidential election petition tribunal, is set to commence today. Of course, it has commenced. Of course, the 5-member panel headed by Haruna Tsammani made a clarion call on all parties in the suit to ensure they stick to time because they have less than 3 months to complete the hearing of the 5 petitions, before the court, as it is. So it has urged all the counsels in the suit to, in the proceedings, to ensure they cooperate with the court to make judicious use of the time left. And it says it's going to hear all the petitions on their merit to ensure that no justice is delivered at the end of the day. So nobody is going to have any, grounds to fault the hearing and how the 5-member panelists heard the hearing of the petitions. Of course, we have Haruna Tsammani as the chairman of the petition court, and then we have Stephen Ada as the 2nd member of the panel, and then Mistura Bolaji Yusuf as the 3rd, and then Abba Mohammed and Bula Kumo of Ugo as the 5th member of the panel. So they have assured the Nigerians and all the parties involved in the suit in the panel hearing that they are going to give due justice to this hearing of the petitions. Of course, today, the outlook of today is we're going to have 3 petitions heard, those of the Action Alliance and Action People's Party and the Labour Party. These are the 3 panels, the 3 petitions the panel is going to hear today, whereas those of the People's Democratic Party and the Allied People's Movement will now be heard in the following days, Tuesday, Wednesday, up to Thursday. Then we're going to have an outlook of what is to come in the coming days or the next 3 months that the panel has to hear and complete the hearing of the petition, seek the cancellation of the electoral victory of Bola Ahmed Tinubu in the February 25th presidential election. Of course, we know there's also indication that the Action Alliance Party is seeking to withdraw its petition. Of course, there has been an argument that its petition is pre-election-like. So I guess the legal team has studied the petition and said it's wise for them to withdraw it. So that is what we're likely to see in the first hearing today, before they now move to that of the Allied People's Action People's Party and then that of the Labour Party. That is more like the outlook of what is to come today, Doctor.
Okay. All right, Godfrey, good to talk to you. Rufai here. Are they trying to withdraw or they have withdrawn? I'm talking about the AA because it was a pre-election matter. It was, about who emerged, presidential candidate was not put on the ballot. And secondly,
Yes.
The PDP did petition, to be able to get this televised live on television. Is there any chance that's going to sail through? Are we going to be able to see it live on television?
Okay, well, that's a very good question. Of course, many Nigerians are interested in this because, of course, elections no longer determined, or polling, presidents are no longer decided at the polling units. Presidents are decided at the courts, as it is. So Nigerians want to know where their votes will fall, where their votes will lean to at the end of the day. So they want to follow proceedings, just like they did at the polling units. Of course, the PDP has filed a suit as it is. The information is still sketchy, but what I'm hearing is the PDP candidate, Atiku Abubakar, has filed a suit seeking permission of the court to allow the cameras in the courts to give, due justice to the petition hearing. Of course, the Oputa panel style of hearing of the court proceeding, that's what he is seeking, to ensure people follow the proceedings right there in their living room. But then, of course, that is highly unlikely at the moment because it's not in our Nigerian justice system. The Ministry of Justice has been quite silent on this. Of course, this has been playing out. This narrative has been played up for a while now. But it looks highly unlikely that this will be granted. But of course, it's worth a try because the public interest the election of 2023 has evoked may just have the Ministry of Justice or those in the Justice Ministry bend the rules a bit to perhaps allow this to happen. Of course, Atiku Abubakar is praying the court to allow the cameras for his own petition hearing. Of course, it's hard to see how how he could pull that off if the court will hear, if the cameras will be allowed in to hear his petition, whereas those of other petitions will not be heard, with the cameras in the courtroom. So that it's a tough ask. But then, of course, Action Alliance Party has filed a notice of withdrawal. So as the panel has not yet heard its notice of withdrawal, its motion and subsequent withdrawal, so we cannot confidently say its petition has been withdrawn. So we just have to wait for the panel to make it official before we could conclude that it has. Of course, what we've gathered is that it has filed a notice of withdrawal. So that is where that of Action Alliance is at the moment. So we have to wait till when the panel decides and rules on their withdrawal, they will now conclude on that for the time being.
Well, thank you very much, Godfrey. Thank you very much indeed. Godfrey Eshemoge there, reporting from the Presidential Election Petition Tribunal in Abuja, which begins its sitting today.
All right, guys, this is what I'm going to be heading the video today. Do you enjoy this particular video? If you do, please do not skip without you commenting your thoughts in the comment sections and give these videos a thumbs up. This is the only way you can support the growth of this channel. For all our returning subscribers who year to year or time to time always come to support the growth of our content, thank you very much. May God continue to bless you. We thank you very much for all your big support that you have given to this platform for making Plan B TV to work out. Thank you. Until we meet again, do not forget to turn on your notification bell so you'll be the first person to be notified anytime we upload the new content. If you have not subscribed, I don't know what you're waiting for. Please subscribe and be among the Plan B TV team. Thank you very much. Until we meet again. Peace out.
Don't forget to subscribe to get notified. And as you share your support, now say God bless you too.
Sense on the bed.
Plan B TV, Plan B TV, Plan B TV. Oh, Plan B TV, Plan B TV, Plan B TV, Plan B TV.